So, Pete Von Hazel and Jeremy Uberoth with End Abortion Now, Colorado Springs. We're here out on a Saturday, out in front of Planned Parenthood, not behind us, but the next building over. We're out here to witness for Jesus Christ and the humanity of the unborn, out here in front of Planned Parenthood, where it's still deemed essential in Colorado and in Colorado Springs to murder your baby in the womb. Here at Planned Parenthood, that's still deemed as essential. Planned Parenthood hasn't been shut down, and we are out here faithfully walking, keeping social distance, and we're out here to make a difference, and you can too. Don't be afraid not to be out here and to stand with the unborn, to save lives, help change people's lives, their minds, from having an abortion, from murdering their baby. Jeremy, what brought you out here today?
Well, I think that the biggest concern that we have is, number one, obviously standing on behalf of the children who can't speak for themselves, and speaking in terms of the unborn. And also, two, the fact that we have a statewide mandate in terms of preservation of medical supplies, and we have a business here that's working to profiteering off of the slaughtering of the unborn and taking up medical supplies to do non-essential elective surgeries. And what I mean by non-essential elective surgeries, that's abortion. Abortion is not essential. And I specifically called myself, and I know that others have done the same, to confirm whether or not they would actually be allowing or still making appointments to do abortions, and they are in fact doing so. As a matter of fact, today it is my understanding they are fully booked, and next week there are some available appointments. But the fact of the matter is, these folks are not concerned about the statewide or the worldwide pandemic. They're concerned about the profits that they're making on the abortion process. And so we're out here standing on behalf of life. We do this every weekend, and folks, we encourage you, for those who be listening, to encourage others to do the same. Guys, it's not hard. It's really not. It's not that challenging. It's not that difficult. You will run into some difficult circumstances. People do get upset when you call what it is murder. The reality that it is murder, that there's a child in the mother's womb developing that is being slaughtered for profit, and that's a reality. And so we do this week in and week out. Here this weekend is specifically a concern that folks are having, saying, well, should we go out there? Should social distancing hold us back? There's a statewide mandate to not. Well, if you look closely within the details of the law, the restrictions given, it's not something that should stop any of us from standing first on behalf of the unborn, who are now continuously being slaughtered behind closed doors today, but also to stand for what's right, to stand for the reality of what we should be here for, which is to uphold life and protect life, and to do the best we can to deter people away. And also too, to send a clear warning. I mean, I was just called out last night in a Facebook social media post for not only lying about this, which is not true, the fact that they are holding abortions is a reality, but also too that they're asking me, why didn't I call the city officials, the police, to let them know? Why didn't I report this? Well, let me explain why. It doesn't matter, you guys. The fact of the matter is, until we do something to stop this from happening as a society, the state and the city officials are colluding with Planned Parenthood to allow this business to continue on. As a matter of fact, I would be arrested or fined, ticketed, you name it, for being out here and standing on a street corner calling out and crying out for the well-being of the unborn, well before they ever shut the doors of Planned Parenthood. And so we would say, with that case, when you think about that, you should be out here standing with us, really defying the governor, no matter what, even if he told you to stay inside your house, because Planned Parenthood right now are continuing to carry on their business. So I know that was a little long-winded, but
yeah. Well, there's no reason not to be out here on a public sidewalk, walking, practicing social distancing, You can comply with the governor's executive order and the health order. You can be out here. There's other people here with us that are, available to have literature given. There's people in crisis situations. It's a crisis situation. They're coming. They're going to come here to have an abortion, to end the life of their little one inside the womb, and we're here to witness, to be able to put up signs. The signs are out here to give people warning about what they're about to do. And there should be more of you out here. You shouldn't be held back. So I'd encourage you, Jeremy would encourage you. We're out here every Saturday from 9 to 11. It's a small window of time during the killing hours for the whole week that Planned Parenthood is killing babies, but we're out here, and we'd encourage you to come out 9 to 11 Saturdays and join us to stand with the unborn who don't have a voice. No one's standing for them, and they're being executed on a daily basis here at Planned Parenthood in Colorado Springs. Regardless of the spread of the coronavirus, they're doing their killing, and we'd encourage you to prayerfully consider coming out.
Yeah, one thing real quick too, just in terms of the guidelines, one of the factors that we can stand, we can still maintain social distancing while we're doing this. And also too, it has been given here specifically within the ordinance, pastoral services for individuals who are in crisis or in need of end-of-life services. And so we do stand here, pastorally speaking, as an extension of Emmaus Road Reformed Baptist Church, of the pastoral arm of our church, reaching out in a plea of mercy towards the unborn. And in terms of in crisis, these mothers are in crisis. They're in a crisis situation. The reason they're making these decisions right now is because they feel they're in a situation of crisis. And so they're making what we would consider a knee-jerk response. They're going towards a pragmatic decision, which is they're thinking about their life, their futures, their financial situation. You fill in the blank. The fact of the matter is they are making a decision in a crisis moment. And in terms of end-of-life services, they are deciding in this crisis to end the life of the unborn. And that's what we're here standing for. We're here to stand to say, no, that's not an option. You don't have to do that. There are other options available to you. There are other pregnancy centers that would be glad to help you that don't take the lives of the unborn. And there are adoption options. There are financial help, you name it. We're here to do that. So it's not just crying out and saying that abortion is murder, although that is true. It's also to say that there are other options available to you and to put a roadblock in the way of anyone who may consider abortion as an option.
So come on out with us, join us. Hopefully one day being out here will not be necessary, because the Lord will have outlawed abortion through his people, and it'll happen through his people. It doesn't happen magically. He expects us to put feet, to our faith, walk to the talk, and any of those other cliches, but it's true. Come on out, join us, and help us be used by the Lord to end and abolish abortion in Colorado Springs, Colorado, the nation, and the world. We'll see you next time. Thanks.